Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Yusuf Shakeel, and in this video we are going to learn about map method. So let's get started. We use the map method to iterate over the elements of an array and perform some operation on each of the elements. The map method returns a new array that has the same number of elements as the original array. Alright, let's look at an example. Let's say we have an array const arr and it has 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. Now let's say we want to have a new array that contains doubled value of the first array arr. So something like this, 2, 4, 6. This is what we want. So in order to get that, we can create a new result array which will be empty, and we can then loop I smaller than arr length. We can loop over the first array and double it and push it into the result array. So we can write something like this. And finally console.log result. Now if we run this one, we get 246. Alright, let's solve this same problem using the map method. So let's go ahead and comment this out. This time we are using the map method, so we would write something like const result is equal to arr.map. So this map method is going to iterate over the elements of the array, arr in this case, and we are going to have a function which is going to get executed for each of the element, and that function is going to return a value. So let's represent the element of the array arr as el. I'm using arrow function, and inside the body we are going to return the element multiplied by 2, so we are doubling it. So what is this going to do is it is going to iterate over the element of the array. So first time it is going to pick 1, so el will be 1, and 1 will be multiplied by 2, so we will get 2. 2 will be saved in a new array, which is then going to be assigned to the result. So we get 2. Then we are going to take the second element of the array arr, so 2, el will become 2, and 2 will be multiplied by 2, so we'll get 4. Then we are going to iterate and we are going to take the third element of the array arr, so el will become 3, 3 will be multiplied by 2, and we will get 6. And finally this new array will be assigned to this const result. So if we run this one again, we get the same result, 246. Alright, let's look at another example. Let me go ahead and remove this one. Let's say we have an array of objects and we want to iterate over those objects and pick few fields and put it into a new array. So let's say we have an array users. Each user is represented as an object. So let's say username, Tom, score, let's say 10, and let's also give it an ID 1. And then we have another object, let's say ID 2, username, Jerry score 10. So what we want to achieve here is we want to create a new array which contains both the objects but only has ID and username field. So to achieve this, we can use the map method, and we will write something like, let's say, result. We want to iterate over the users array dot map, and each of the element of the user array we can represent it as user, and we can use destructuring of objects. So const user, we want ID and username, and then we want to return that ID, username, and then finally we want to console log. So what we are doing is we are iterating over the users array. So first time this user will be assigned the first element. So user will be this object, and we are destructuring this object and picking ID and username. So 1 and Tom will be picked, and we are returning this object. So our new array is going to have something like this: ID as 1, username as Tom. Then we are going to pick the second element of the array. So this user will become this next object, and then we are destructuring and picking the ID and username field. So 2 and Jerry. So our second element in the result array would be something like this: ID2, username Jerry. So if we run this one, we get the same result. ID is 1, username Tom, ID is 2, username is Jerry. We have an array, and each of the element of the array is an object. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you'll find my work useful, and if you do, then please subscribe my channel, click that bell icon, and like my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and like always, stay happy and keep smiling. Bye.